Wait, are you on my pillow? What the hell are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? You just sleep wherever the hell you want to, don't you? That's alright. Oh yeah, get comfortable. It's okay. Yeah, you stay there. Alright, you happy campers. It's Friday. So, wow, what do I say? Last night, I went and saw Gosnell, the trial of America's biggest serial killer. And a lot of people may not know who Kermit Gosnell is. It was despicable what he did 10 years ago, and he had been doing it since basically the late 60s, early 70s. But it was even just as despicable how the liberal media did everything they could to cover up the trial, the arrest and the trial. So yeah, Kermit Gosnell was an abortion doctor, and his office was raided on an unrelated issue. Turns out some of the people working for him were dealing prescription drugs on the side. He did have a hand in it. When they raided the office, they had no intention of going in there looking for a killer. They were looking for basically a drug dealer. What they discovered was horrible conditions. They had cats, feces everywhere, dirty instruments, and even more unsettling was dozens upon dozens of dead babies everywhere in bags. He had a collection of babies' feet in one container. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, as disturbing as it is I recommend anyone go see this movie. I don't care what side of the abortion topic you're on, whether you're pro-life, pro-abortion, I don't care. You should have your eyes open to certain things and how the media is so driven to keep one narrative, they will go out of their way to hide the truth, and it's disturbing. So, turns out, what he was doing was he was birthing these children, babies, live, and then killing them afterwards. And so he also botched an abortion so badly a woman died in his office. Then he tried to cover that up. Now, how bad did it get in this particular clinic? He had unlicensed staffers administering drugs, administering anesthesia. He was using one-time only use instruments over and over and over again. He had, like I said, animals running around. He ended up having, just horrid conditions. And so when they arrested him, several people didn't want to touch the case because it was abortion related. Even though he wasn't arrested for legal abortions, he was arrested for performing illegal abortions, because he would, in the state of Pennsylvania where it was, there was a cutoff of, I believe, 20 to 24 weeks gestation. After that, you could not legally perform an abortion. It was a felony. Well, he was fudging on all his paperwork. No matter how far along the woman was, he'd write just under 24 weeks or just at 24 weeks to perform them. And the case, he's serving life in prison with no possibility of parole. He was found guilty on so many counts of murder and different atrocities that he actually signed a waiver, signed away his right to appeal on the agreement that he wouldn't get the death penalty. So he is never getting out of jail. But where the media disgusted me was it's such a hot button issue for the media, especially the liberal media, because they have this narrative. We saw it in the Kavanaugh case. He's going to overturn Roe versus Wade. Girls are going to get back alley abortions. Well, this guy ran an illegal abortion clinic. And the deplorable conditions would make a back alley abortion look feasible. And so what they did was they decided, instead of trying to spin it to make him look like a decent guy, because that's what his lawyer tried to do, they decided, hey, we're not going to report on this at all. No reporters were showing up to the court. No one was reporting on it. Now this is 10 years ago, so it was a blogger, supposedly, who basically got a couple tweets and pictures of the courtroom being empty, and it went viral and embarrassed the media so bad they ended up finally showing up at the end. Now this guy almost got away with it. He almost got off in court until it was discovered that a young girl who started working for him at 15, she was assisting at abortions at 15, had taken a picture, and he is called Baby A. And this child looked so big, it looked like it was just a newborn. And that's what he was doing. He was delivering these babies and then sticking scissors in the back of their neck to snip their spines and kill them. Right? And so I recommend seeing this movie for yourself, viewing it. See, I've got up on my video, you go to the gosnellmovie.com, you can read all about it, and it shows Baby A. It's very disturbing, you know, it doesn't sit well with me, but it's horror at its realest. This is real horror, not the crappy, campy stuff I watch. This is a real horror show. And this is what's happening more and more in this country. And they say, well, you know, it's an isolated incident. No, you had Project Veritas get these Planned Parenthood executives, the top people, not little minions, they're top people, bragging about selling body parts, baby parts, and doing this and that. You know, she's like, I got to sell so many more baby parts because I really want to drive that Lamborghini. She might have been kidding, she might have been not, but she was really doing it. And again, the liberal media tried covering it all up. It's just disgusting. 10 years ago, I saw a movie called The Stoning of Sawyer M. I'm never going to pronounce that name right, forgive me. But it's a story on honor killings, and this woman was stoned to death, and it turned out it was all BS. The husband just wanted an easy divorce, didn't want to give up any of his assets, so he accused her of stuff she didn't do, and the village ended up stoning her to death. I recommended that for everybody to watch because there are certain political figures in this country trying to make Sharia law palatable in this country. And I wanted people to see the truth. Again, I don't care where you fall on the abortion side, pro-life, pro-abortion. I don't care. I'm interested in the truth. Go watch this movie. Big shout out to director and actor in the movie, Nick Searcy. Dean Cain plays in it. Alfonso Rochelle, who's someone I've been following on his show, The Zoloft, for a while. And I don't know. Go see it for yourself. It's just horribly sickening how bad this world was. And if it wasn't for one little girl, young girl, decided to take a picture of that baby right after he was aborted, this guy might have gotten away with everything. Really sick. Alright, you guys have a good Friday.